Hey, what's up guys? So continuing to talk about masks a little bit. Sorry I got distracted there for a little while and wasn't able to make a video. But let's talk about masks some more. So we talked about how we shouldn't mask certain things and how there is, when we have guilt or when we have pain, that we need to work that out. We figure out a way past that, all right? But I want to talk about, especially at your guys' age, hopefully it gets better as you get older, but some older people are like this too, but people can be fake, right? People can be, I can act cooler than I really am, or I can try and act smarter than I really am, or I can try to be whatever, nicer than I am, right? And we do that to impress people, or we do it to try and fit in with certain people. And you have a lot of pressure at your age, especially. There's a lot going on as far as like you're trying to figure out who you are and all that. And there's a lot going on in trying to figure that out. And so we look to the people around us to try and decide like how we should be, who we should be, what's cool, and what type of person we want to be. And I was thinking specifically about the whole idea of masks and how we all can agree that to some level we put on a mask that maybe is a little better than maybe how we feel about ourselves inside, or maybe I can act a little smarter in the right crowd to try and fit in a little better, right? And I want you to recognize that everyone does that to some level. And so I want you to think of the coolest person, or the person you look up to the most, the person that is the person you would like to be like, right? I want you to think about that person. I want you to recognize that to some level, what you're seeing from them is probably not how they feel inside, right? Although they come across as intelligent or really good with people or really athletic or really talented, inside all of us have stuff we're insecure about, all right? So even if on the outside they look like they have it all together, inside all of us are dealing with something, all right? We all have things we're not confident about, or things that we wish were different about ourselves, right? And so I want to clear the air a little bit, because I think sometimes we go around seeing people, and the people that have influence over us tend to look to us like they're perfect, and it gives us a standard for ourselves that's maybe higher than it should be. I want to talk specifically about that standard when it relates to social media and the people we see online. Now, I'm not just talking like Facebook and things like that, but it's like the people that you look up to, the people you think are cool, whether it's an athlete or a person on TikTok or something like that. Those people work extra hard to build an image to sell to you. All right, for example, let's think about a famous YouTuber, right? I have a guy in mind, right? And as I think about him, I realize that when he makes a video, he's working to make himself look like a person that you would like to watch, right? So who's gonna watch somebody that isn't interesting to watch, right? Like me. Why are you sit here watching me, right? I'm not, yeah. Anyways, forget that. Edit that out. Anyways, but that person is building his life to look like something that would be interesting for you to watch, right? People build a picture of themselves that's way above who they actually are. It seems way better. Their life seems better. They seem cooler. They seem more talented, right? And they build it up because you can. You can edit your videos. You can practice a billion times. Even me, for this video, I tried this a few times to get it to sound the way I wanted it to, right? So I'm gonna leave that in there so you know I didn't edit too much, right? But guys, listen, what that's doing is it's making your level, your standard of what's cool, or what's cool, or what talent looks like. They're putting the standard way above what is actually achievable by humans. It's only achievable by the edited version of ourselves, right? We are all broken, we all have flaws, all right? And when we look on the internet, all we see is people, or mostly what we see is people who just have incredibly good lives or are incredibly talented. And guys, what we're doing is we're setting ourselves up to never be able to reach those standards. You guys have a lot of pressure on you guys trying to figure out who you are and why you do what you do, why you do different things, right? And if you are comparing yourselves to a standard that's unattainable by people, you're going to continue to feel like you're not worthwhile, that you are bad at everything, that you have no talent, that you have no giftings, right? And I want you to realize that everyone, specifically on the internet, people are wearing masks. People are wearing thick masks, all right? It's hiding a lot of who they are. I want you to remember back to the beginning of this video, which said that we all can recognize, even the most confident person you see will have insecurities and things inside them that they wish they could change. And so when you look around you and you think about the people who impact you and the people who have an influence over you, remember that even the coolest people you see have flaws, right? Even the coolest people you see are hurting inside sometimes or have inner issues that they're dealing with. So I want you to remember, I want this just to help you. I want to level the playing field a little bit, right? Look around you. God made you and created you with value and with purpose, right? And when you look around and see nothing but perfection, sometimes you can think God made a mistake on you. And I want to absolutely blow that out of the water, because that is not true. God made you specifically the way He wanted you to be on purpose, all right? And He actually made you of equal worth with everyone around you, whether you feel that way or not. So I just want to try and open your eyes a little bit. Everyone has some sort of mask they're putting on. So remember, when next time you feel like you're not good enough, remember, you know what? That's something that most people struggle with. Most people struggle with the fact that they don't quite feel like they measure up, right? But remember that in God's eyes you do, and through Jesus, I'm no longer not good enough. I'm now chosen. I'm a son of God or a daughter of God. I have worth. Remember these truths, all right? And try to lay aside those lies that the devil tries to convince you with. All right? Have an awesome day. Sorry this video is probably a little longer.